Welcome YouTubers, this is Bullet Digit here, and my previous video, if you haven't watched it, I actually showed you the Hong Kong Digimon event, which I actually shared and previewed the stuff that I bought from that event. If you haven't checked that out, all the stuff that I bought from yesterday, that's August 2nd, please watch that video before you come to this video. So back to this topic right now, and this is the second day of the Digimon film that I'm going to share you and of course preview is the Tailmon toy figure, which is the talking Gatomon, and this is from the season 2 because there's actually additional besides Tailmon, or I should say Gatomon again. So no further than that, so let's reveal the item. So it's right here is the talking Gatomon that you can see at the bottom right here, featuring the other 10 Digimons right here, except for Veemon because he haven't appeared that time. And the bonus right here, there's actually a card, but I don't know where that I kept it. And speaking about this product, I actually bought it from the Yahoo auction, and I bought it around like I think 4 or 5 years ago. So if you wondering why there's some yellow stain at Tailmon, that's actually very old. So even the backside right here is very it's already been open. So showing you that this one actually can talk, but because there's no battery, I don't have the batteries to exchange it, and I don't have the batteries, I cannot you can't hear her talking. So I do apologize for this, but I can only share with you is the, of course, Tailmon itself, and that's it like that. So if you have the batteries like that attached along with the, I think, small circle batteries like around maybe this size like that, I'll show you later. There's a voice that she can talk. There's for example a lightning paw like that, so you can hear her voice at the back of her at her back. And before we show you, yep, this is one of the talking samples. One of it is the lightning paw, and here is a Gatomon Digiball like that. And going to the left, this part right here is actually to show the card like that, or the one displayed at this area. So before I show the figure of Gatomon, this is the back side of the box. Here's all the logos. Of course, the upper left we can't forget is made from Bandai, and it's from season 2. And all the logos from different countries: Digimon in Chinese, Mandarin, simplified words. And there's one word that I can't explain right here, but this is from the first season logo. Sorry for that. And then there's 2 more figures, which also features Veemon and Hawkmon, but I don't have those 2 because I bought a very long time. So by now these items would be very expensive. So if going for Veemon, he will be talking like Veemon Digiball, while Hawkmon will say Hawkmon Digiball. So below right here is proven that this was actually they actually sell this in Hong Kong at the Queen's Way from this address, but it's because it's very long time right now, so for sure that store's already closed. And still written by Bandai, and here are the warning words in Chinese and English. So no further than that, let's take a look of the content inside for Gatomon. And look at that, reading actually well detailed like that, maybe simple like that. And I do apologize once again that you can see of the yellow stains. So it's because this person actually kept it well, so I really like it. And I'm still glad that still have some details like the yellow ones right here to her inner ears, and then the sharp parts right here that connects to her ears like that. That's along with her ears, that's good. It's like it's not very rotten, but it's just the white turning into yellow stains. And if you get a closer look right there, you can still see her face is still very clear, especially her eyes, nose, and then the whiskers. Even though her whiskers is blue, but I don't quite care about it because she's cute anyway. Then going to her gloves, some people they say it's actually yellow or orange kind of gloves, but personally for me, I still prefer her gloves as green because it suits well for her personality, and I have no clue why. So going to her gloves detail, actually both arms can go ups and down like that. Let's say only 90 degrees, can't go any more further than that. And this hand can actually to make her talk. Once you move it, she will start talking. And here's actually the speaker. It's actually the back of her head, so I do apologize. And her back right here is where you'll be putting the batteries. Right there, if you can see clearly, those are the kinds of batteries that you need to put, maybe 1 or 2, just to fit into this area. Just unscrew this screwdriver and you'll be able to fit in. And I'm going to her feet area, nothing special. And of course, you see a highlight right here, H.T on her right foot, and on her left foot, Bandai 2000, made in China. Then going to her gloves again. This paw, I don't mind about the circle parts, like they didn't color it into pink like that, like you know how cat's paw they should meant to be like that. So I don't really quite mind about it. And I'm showing you about her tail right here. I know you'll be wondering, where is the purple stain on the scales on her tail? Well, let's say maybe it's too old like that, they literally forgot to paint it, but overall I still don't mind. So just attach the 2 holes right here from this area and stick it to her head, and of course her back. But you can only attach her tail right here after you put in of course the battery. But because I don't have the battery, like I just mentioned a while ago, so I can't show you anything, like any more further about this. So in my conclusion, it really is a nice figure to get, especially if you want a figure that can talk like that. If you're not a big fan of a plushie like on the left side right here, that I actually brought that with me yesterday for my cosplay, Hickory cosplay like that, and you want to bring maybe a smaller figure like this but not very dangerous. This is kind of like, I'm not very like solid, but like it's how do you call this kind of material? Like it's still like it will not damage as long as you bring this with her like that. But of course, recommend don't bring the box. Like you can just bring like a simple recycling bag, small recycling bag, and carry her along with you while you're doing your Hickory cosplay or other characters that has Tailmon in that series. So if you do like this video, guys, please do leave a like, subscribe to me to my channel if you want to see more anime figures or replicas, and stay tuned for day 3, which I'll be showing and previewing no other than the Digimon Adventure 2 Gatomon's evolution, the Gatomon with the armored Digi-Egg. So stay tuned for the third day of the Digimon theme. So thank you for watching.